Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Get Real Bass Fishing. Today we're talking about the warmer weather of the spring. So I already did two videos based on the cold weather, getting warmer weather, and the warm weather of the spring. So this is about 3 to 4 and then past that weeks that you have warm weather straight out of winter. So we're going to be moving up to the most shallow areas to fish. So what I'm going to be throwing is a storm subwort or any wake bait like that. This is a smaller storm subwort. I do not believe you can get these anymore. They do not make these. This is my go-to spring bait. You catch a lot of fish on wake baits like this or surface baits. So we're going to be throwing this. We're going to be throwing that on the edges of the river or pond or stream or lake, wherever you're fishing, right on the edges, and swim it towards us back to the boat. And the same thing with these. These are Mepsaglia's inline spinners. I love using these in the spring. Fish love attacking these during the spring too. Most anglers do not fish the inline spinners. I have no idea why, but they work like crazy, man. Catching pickerel and bass. Bass love the bigger inline spinners, while the pickerel like the smaller ones. But they will go after the big ones as well. Now we're going to be fishing these the same way we fish those. We're going to cast them onto the edges and reel them back to us. I like to use these with a steady pace back to us. I don't like jerking them around. And as we get warmer and the fish get onto the beds, we're going to be throwing more finesse baits like this. Mainly because we want to get the bass to attack these smaller and more finesse baits. Now the bass are going to be on the beds in the warmer weather of the spring. So what we're going to throw are worms like this. This is a power bait. This is my go-to spring bed bait. I have it on a little shaky head, just a little jig head right there. And I have this one on a regular Texas rigged no weight. I'm going to throw these on the bed, sit them on the bed, so they're going to stand up like this and twitch it a little, and they'll shake in the water and really annoy those bedding bass, so they will, out of reaction, strike at these baits. Now, along with worms like that, I will step it up a game into a cream. I don't know the name of this one. I think it's a curly tail. I'll put the real name into the description below. But I have this also on a Texas rig. I have both of these on an offset hook. I love offset hooks. I don't put weight on these Texas rigs, mainly because I just want them to sit onto the beds and just float around. It really annoys the heck out of the bass. But also I have them on a shaky head, which works too. So you can use both those. And then I also have a Texas rig blizzard, mainly because we have newts here. I don't know about you guys, wherever you guys live, but we're going to match the hatch so it looks like there is actually a bait or a predator that the bass know, so they're going to go after it. Those are really my warmer weather baits, but as it gets to the warmest part of the spring or to the spawn or just ending the spawn, Topwater works really, really well also. Now, Topwater is really good during the morning times and evening times of the warmer weather or the spawn area, the spawn time during the spring. Now, this is a baby bass torpedo. This is a bullfrog torpedo. And then I have a jitterbug. Jitterbugs are really, really good baits. It's just like a jointed torpedo, but it has a little wake action in the front. And there's no propeller at the end of that. But that's pretty much my spring go-to baits. I love using these during the spawn. They work really well. These power baits, these power bait worms work really, 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 really well in the really shallow areas, more towards the end of the spawn as well. So you can use those both in the during the spawn and towards the end of the spawn. With these heavier lures, I'm going to be throwing them on a medium action rod with a slower gear ratio, because I want them to go near the middle of the shallow water column. And with these worms and Texas rig no weighted baits, I'm going to be using them on a medium fast action rod with a fast tip, so I can really feel what's happening over there. And with these Topwater, I'm also going to be using those on either a medium or medium heavy or heavy rod. It just depends on how the cover is by the water. If there's a lot of weeds growing already, a lot of lily pads, I'll go more towards the heavy action just to get the bait out of that. But yeah, stick to a medium action rod if you can't go out and get a medium heavy or medium fast or heavy action rod. Medium action really works all around for these baits. Medium gear ratio, that works really well. I like using these on a spinning rod, and spinning rod, it just works a whole lot better with the whole finesse style. So these baits are a whole lot lighter, so the bait caster, I don't know, I don't really use them on a bait caster. I usually mainly fish these on a spinning rod, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a lot during this video and the past 2 videos I did based on the spring and warmer weather time right after the winter. Be sure to go down below this video, check out my channel, be sure to subscribe to my channel, and watch all my other videos if you haven't already. Thanks again for watching, guys, and stay real.